What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of the tribe, and how the devil are we all doing? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to be talking about Skeletor and whether or not you should be investing in him. Let's talk about it. Here we are once again, ladies and gentlemen of the tribe, within Raid Shadow Legends. Smash that like button before we begin, because that is how we like to do our videos. So first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, new players who are looking to get their feet wet in Raid should definitely be looking to do it through scanning my QR code in the top right corner over there, or by using the link in the description down below. And I'll tell you for why. Brand new accounts that do sign up using my QR code or the link in the description down below are going to be getting themselves a singular legendary character, as well as an accompaniment of 3 additional epic units. Let me tell you a little bit about them. First of all, as soon as you log in on your brand new account and beat the campaign, has to be a new account, ladies and gentlemen, on a new device, you'll get Tholin Foulbeard over here, who I have absolutely used to dominate the early game. Absolutely clearing through all the way through the Nightmare campaign, works wonders in most dungeons, as well as an absolute beast in the clan boss. Alright, so Tholin Foulbeard, immediately once you've hit various levels on your account, you're also going to be getting some additional units. Level 10 will give you Stag Knight. This guy is an epic support unit from the Banner Lords. Really useful. AoE damage down. Gives yourself additional accuracy so you can help land those buffs yourself. Really strong support. I still use him to this day in many game modes, including things like Doom Tower and all of the dungeons. Once you hit level 20, you will be unlocking the epic support unit Ugo. This guy has got AoE revives, he's got heals, he is a superbly good support unit, and still one very desirable from the Ogrin tribes. Will help you out fantastically within faction wars. Finally, once you hit level 30, you are going to be getting one of my favorite units, Tagore. This guy is a brilliant support unit, has a decent aura that gives you a big amount of health, which can be absolutely critical to surviving some of those later campaign stages, as well as working through 25 stages of the various dungeons. This guy has got AoE heals, AoE revives, he's got speed up. He's just the complete package. Now, what I would recommend is also inputting the promo code RAID7, and that will give you Pelops, and Pelops is a phenomenal unit, ladies and gentlemen. This guy is a tank that can reflect damage, gives petrification, all that sort of good business. Phenomenally useful in every single game mode. I absolutely love this guy. All right then, ladies and gentlemen, so what are we talking about? We are talking about Skeletor. Skeletor right now has got his chase event, and this is important for a number of reasons. 1, if you missed him earlier, you've got an opportunity here to get him for free. 2, if you are a new player to Raid like myself, these chase events are phenomenal. Not only do you get a free legendary unit, you're also going to be getting perfect souls for them. As you can see, day 14 over here, 2 weeks into the event, I'll get a 2-star perfect soul on Skeletor. But more importantly, it comes to phase 2. When phase 2 activates after the first 2 weeks, you are going to want to be hitting these objectives every single day, because right at the end, you'll see over here, you are going to get all the way to 5-star soul on your Skeletor. For an early game account, having a legendary unit with 5 stars within these souls is incredible. Like, I don't think I've got anything else in my account that can do that right now. So for someone like me, who is relatively early game, only played about 2 months, this is a huge benefit. For people that are later on in the game and have more diverse rosters, I wouldn't say that Skeletor is somebody that you should really be pushing too heavily into. From the research that I've done into the game, which admittedly I'm still very much new to the game myself, still learning the ropes, apparently Skeletor, not a fantastic unit to invest in, but certainly very useful for people in the early to mid game, especially if you do not happen to have a whole lot of AoE debuffers or controlling type units, and that is precisely where Skeletor specializes. Now, Skeletor is going to be really useful in a handful of dungeons. He'll be useful for stuff like Fire Knight. Obviously, you'll be able to get through Spider's Den. You're very much going to enjoy using him within places like the Twins Fortress as well. Super useful there. He's also quite good, apparently, within the Chimera clan boss over here. Those AoE debuffs, essentially, is going to be a really good, useful addition to your Chimera team. So there are areas of the game that he is useful in. I'll show you the status of my current Skeletor. I have literally, all I've taken him so far is I've taken him to Ascension 1. I've taken him up to level 45. And the way I leveled him up is literally just by going in the Chimera, to throw on all of his mastery scrolls. We haven't done that yet. I'm going to do that with you live now. So what I tend to do is when I'm looking for how am I going to invest the masteries in a unit, I'll go check out hellhades.com and see what the general gist of how best to use masteries there. Okay, let's take a look. So here we are in Skeletor's masteries on Hellhades website over here. Now, I'm not going to be using him as a PvP unit because I feel like my PvP team is relatively good as it is and doesn't really benefit from a Skeletor. So it's definitely going to be a PvP setup over here, and it looks like we're going to go a pretty typical way through offense over here, trying to get War Master. War Master is really good for upping the damage side of things, and of course, as he does do a lot of debuffs, he's going to be very, very much benefiting from that support line over here. This is going to give him additional accuracy and all sorts of good business. So let's go ahead and emulate that on my main account. So we're going to start off over here, Deadly Precision, extra crit rate, always a good thing. Then we're getting Keen Strike, additional crit damage, obviously pairs very well with the crit rate that we're getting. Next up, Heart of Glory, increased damage inflicted by 5% when attacking with full hit points, and we're just going to go down this left-hand side. Single out, increased damage inflicted to targets with less than 48% hit points by 8%. Over here, increased damage inflicted by 6% when attacking targets with higher max hit points. Next up, increase the damage inflicted by this champion's default skill by 2% each time it's used in battle, stacks across the round in a battle up to 10%. Now, I'm not going to be able to get War Master just yet because I haven't taken my Skeletor to 6-star yet. I will be very, very shortly though. Next up, the support line. Over here, 10 accuracy, wonderful. It's exactly what we want. Next up, we are going to be going ahead and getting Charged Focus. Increases accuracy by 20 when this champion has no skills on cooldown. Let's grab that. Next up, Arcane Celerity. 30% chance of increasing turn meter by 10% when a debuff cast by this champion is removed or expired. He puts a lot of those out, so this makes total sense. Swarm Smiter. Increase accuracy by 4 for each enemy that is alive. Stacks up to 16. Let's grab that. Next up, we're getting Law of Steel. Increase the base stats set bonuses of all artifact set that increase base stats by 15%. This increase is multiplicative, not additive, which makes it very, very good, truth be told. Next up, we're getting Cycle of Magic. A 5% chance of decreasing the cooldown of a random skill by 1 at the start of every single turn. Super useful. Next up, Lasting Gifts, a 30% chance to extend the duration of any buff cast by this champion by 1 turn. It will not extend block damage, unkillable, reviving death, or taunt buffs. Now, this is useful because Skeletor himself can already increase the likelihood of the duration of buffs on his team, so this is kind of double dips a little bit. And then finally, Master Hexer, a 30% chance to extend the duration of any debuff cast by this champion by 1 turn. Will not work on stun, sleep, freeze, provoke, fear, true fear, bomb, or petrification. And he can do petrification. Alright, great. So that's his masteries done until we can go ahead and get him to 6 stars. We've got the scrolls for it. I will probably be doing that very shortly because, like I said, I'm going to want to be using this guy in a number of game modes. Now, I will look to get this guy's Ascension done. The only problem with the Ascension is, of course, that I just don't have the materials for it. And at the time of this recording, Spirit Keep is closed. And I'm not looking to waste 200 crystals. It's not that it's a waste per se, but it feels like a waste to me to throw that on. I'll more than happily just go ahead and wait for that to come back open. Let's see, when is it opening? It's going to be opening tomorrow. I'll just wait until tomorrow for that, and I'll get his Ascension all the way up to 5 stars, probably 6 stars, truth be told. So like I said, I recommend people do this when you are looking to build out a champion that you're definitely going to use. Check to see if the masteries are actually worthwhile. Where is my Skeletor? There he is. Check to see if the masteries are actually worthwhile. And before you start throwing food at it or throwing potions at it, that sort of thing, just take him in. You need to level him up anyway. Throw him in the Chimera so he can start earning his masteries, and you just get free levels that way. Brilliant. Let's talk a little bit about equipment before we go on to the next part. Now, as this guy is a support type, you're going to be wanting a couple of things for him, and it is, of course, the 2 typical things that basically every toon wants. Unfortunately, it's a little bit of a pain, but basically everybody wants to have lots of speed, lots of accuracy, and the rest of it is just going to be a bit of survivability. The longer he lasts alive, the better off you'll get from his buffs and his debuffs. So, what are we going to do? We are going to go ahead and prioritize stats over here. Most important is going to be speed, and then we want some accuracy as well. I'm not going to bother prioritizing anything else in terms of hit points or defense or anything like that, mostly because I don't have the depth to my equipment just yet. I'm going to have to make do with what I've got. Now, if I were going to choose in an ideal world which sets to throw on him, it's going to be stuff like speed sets, accuracy sets, or most likely something like perception. Perception is kind of the best of both worlds when it comes to that. It gives you accuracy and speed, kind of a combination of speed and accuracy. So you just kind of make do what you've got. So I've got this legendary shield over here. It's got speed and accuracy. Unfortunately, all the rolls went into crit damage, which is not ideal for this guy. We could try and roll this one. It's got speed and accuracy over here. So we're going to get probably one of each, I imagine, in an ideal world. Oh, 2 rolls of speed. I'll definitely take that. I'll definitely take that shield, so we'll equip that one. What do we got? The boots here, unfortunately, they're defense. You definitely want to have speed on your boots for the primary, so I'm probably not going to equip that one. What do we got over here? Attack, resistance, and crit rate. None of this is really ideal, unfortunately. So, I mean, if only this helmet had some sort of speed, I'm probably just going to go ahead and sell this one. Truth be told, I don't really need that one. Maybe we could throw these boots on, but it's really not ideal for him. We don't mind a bit of defense, but really you want as much speed as possible. So maybe we start there. We'll actually go filter again. Let's just throw on our primary stats. We'll go for anything that has got speed. What have we got that's got speed? I probably don't have anything within the accuracy or speed. Okay, so we are really going to have to just make do with whatever we have. All right, okay, so I want something then, if it's got speed on the primary stat, I want something that's got accuracy as well on the substat. There we go. We've got this retaliation one over here. Accuracy 8, accuracy 20. There we go. I guess I'll throw this one. It's from a destroy set. We're not going to throw a destroy set on him. It's not really going to work out, but I'll take this for the additional, excuse me, additional accuracy. Now, when it's looking for the chest piece, you definitely want to have speed over here. And I'm hoping that we're going to have something that also happens to have accuracy on the primary. Do we have anything there? We've got an avenging set over here. It's got accuracy and speed, and then we've got something in cursed by the looks of things. Neither of these are set types that I really want, unfortunately, so I might have to sacrifice that accuracy primary. Let's see, have I got anything in, well, what have we got in speed? Oops, apologies. What have we got in speed over here when it comes to, let's just look at the armor right now. Have we got something that has got both speed and accuracy? We do on this speed set. This has got speed and accuracy. Unfortunately, it did have a roll on crit damage again. Okay, so we've got nothing in the accuracy setup that can do that for us. That's fine. Speed and accuracy. Let's throw gloves on. Not getting much luck there. Let's sacrifice the accuracy now. I would prioritize speed over accuracy, truth be told. This one's got 10 speed. That one's got 8 speed. Well, we're definitely going to throw on these gauntlets over here. Next, move on to the shield. Now, do I have anything in shields that has speed and accuracy? We do. 10 and 10. 17. That's rather nice. 9 and 8. Do I have anything in the accuracy set? Apologies, I keep on hitting the wrong thing over here. Accuracy over here. What do we got? We got speed, no accuracy. Speed and accuracy. That's looking quite nice, truth be told. It's got 1 roll of speed, 1 roll of accuracy. Let's go ahead and equip that. Swap them over. Cool. And then we've got speed over there, but no accuracy on the set. Doesn't look like I have a speed set, so I think we're going to have to settle for that. And then this last one, technically it doesn't make any difference because we don't have an additional set to benefit from. So really all I want over here is speed and accuracy, and I don't really care about the sets. So let's see what is the best one that we can get. 12 speed, 10 accuracy. This one hasn't been rolled yet. Maybe we just go ahead and upgrade it, see what it gives us. 19 accuracy, 11 speed. It's better overall than this toxic one, truth be told. That one's got great accuracy down there. Wow, that one's got really good accuracy. 3 rolls of accuracy, 41. That's probably what I'm going to go with for now. Now, obviously, we are going to want to get some additional gear. This is not an ideal setup. This is just what I'm working with at the moment. These legendary gauntlets are actually quite good. I'd quite like to take this to 16. It's got HP primary. It's got a roll of speed and a roll of... oh, it doesn't have any accuracy. Maybe not. Yeah, so we're definitely going to have to work a little bit on this. Do I have anything for him? I don't have any rings, unfortunately. Not right now. We will get some shortly by going through Spider, and that will help round out this gear. Okay, so let's talk about another couple of things. Let's talk about skills, and let's talk about his relics and stuff like that, and blessings. Okay, so his skills. Is this a guy that you should be booking? Don't get me wrong, the booking on this guy is definitely going to make him better. It really is. The only problem is he is a legendary unit. Legendary tomes, much harder to come by. They take a long time, and honestly, I don't think this is somebody that you should be wasting your books on. It does make him significantly better, but look, he's got 5 levels on his A1, 6 on his A2, and another 5 on his A2. Sorry, A3. That's a lot of books just to try and get some cooldown, because you really, I mean, obviously the buff/debuff increased chance, sorry, is really nice to have, and the cooldowns are really great. But honestly, I would say hold on to them for now. I wouldn't really waste unless you're overflowing with books of the legendary type. I would really leave it for now. Once we do start getting his perfect souls together, I'm probably going to be throwing the Brimstone blessing on him. Really good blessing, can put smite down. And when we do eventually get him to 5 stars at the end of his chase, we're going to be getting this additional protected smite. So like, to me, that just kind of makes the most sense. According to Hell Hades, you can also put defense destruction on there if you do want to. This is what I'm going to be sticking with. I think that's probably for the best. So fortunate for me, just running him through getting his masteries got him to level 45 over here. So let's just go ahead and upgrade the rest of his levels, and then hopefully we should be able to take him to 6 stars and work on him from there. Okay, let's see. What have I got available? I've got 2 chickens over here. Wonderful. Love a bit of chickens. And I have been background farming for quite some time, getting a bunch of food so that I can actually 6-star units a little bit more freely. That is, of course, going to help me with my mastery. I'm not going to use food now to get him back up to level 60. I'll do that organically. We're just going to get that War Master on him over there. Wonderful. So we've got some temporary gear on him. We've managed to take him to 6 stars. I'm going to be going ahead and ascending him for the rest tomorrow once the dungeon unlocks for it. Fantastic. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comment section down below. Are you going to be investing in Skeletor? Do you think it's quite useful for an early game account like mine? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Like before you go, and I'll see you all in the very next video. Peace out and big love.